We're living here with another No Time podcast. I was talking to someone recently about a pretty heavy subject, but thought it'd be interesting to explore with you, my followers, or anyone listening, anyone stumbling upon this podcast. It had to do with God and school. And there's the whole thing with church and state being separate. That's understandable. But what's interesting to me is that the first steps toward what we have as education today started with philosophy. Philosophy gave us science, and science basically gave us the laws of the universe. But what we do now is we teach science, we teach history, we teach math, which is a part of science. We teach religion and things of that nature from history, but we actually don't teach anything, any type of theory when it comes to God in school. It's kind of weird. It really is, because it didn't start out that way. Education, or the search to find the truth, started out as philosophy. But philosophy isn't something, a standard requirement of public schools. Nor is theology. But science is. Math is. History is. Sociology. There's all kinds of subjects. English. But no theology and no philosophy. Not in public school. Not in the beginnings of school. Not until you get to college. And I don't know. It's kind of strange to me. Because if we're really open-minded and we want to really teach an open-minded education or type of education, then why aren't we, bringing theology or philosophy into our public schools? Maybe there are public schools that are doing this, and I'm not aware of them. I believe it was in Switzerland. I watched the show with Morgan Spurlock on CNN, and he went and checked out the different education systems. One was in New York. I believe the other one was in Switzerland. And they had a completely different model with how they taught their students. It was pretty amazing. And their education, their students were hitting like off the charts type of goals. They were meeting them and beating them. And it was a healthy environment. So what it brings to me is, if we brought theology as something important, if we brought philosophy as something important to be added to public schools, do you believe that we would have less let's say, confusion, less violence, less distractions. I'm not saying that we would. I'm simply proposing a possibility. Because I feel that the more you don't know your purpose, the more you're just kind of walking through life and not really experiencing it as amazing, the amazing way you could. That's just, my opinion. It doesn't mean I'm right. But it feels like that's what you see, You have video games, plug in children into them. You have TV and sports, distracting people. Then you have, your family, you have work, you have all these different aspects that are taking you further and further away from, hey, why am I here? Why are we all here? Because then, if you ask those questions, then all of a sudden something wakes up in you. Like, oh yeah, we're supposed to figure this out. It doesn't have to do with this material world that we live in. It has to do with the spiritual world that we've completely forgotten about. And all it takes is those questions, just like how philosophy started it all. Ask those questions, and then all of a sudden, your family takes on a new purpose. Your life takes on a new purpose. Your work takes on a new purpose. And you bring that into all those parts of your life. And then next thing you know, they're looking at their lives and it's like, hey, why am I here? And then you realize, oh, I'm here for you. Oh, but I'm also here because I have this talent that I have never used. And I'm the only one that could use it for the world. I'm the only one that could bring it to the world to kind of help shape it. And I believe that if people saw that, we wouldn't be wondering what to do with our time, what to do with our life, because we would know, without a doubt. Be like, oh, I'm here because I draw amazing pictures, and when people see it, they get inspired. And it's helped shape movies and music and all those things. But what I'm really here to do is perfect my relationship with the spiritual world, with God. Because that is really who we are in the end. We're a spirit living inside a material body. And we're supposed to integrate that spiritual body into our material body. That's how this works. And I believe that is true. I believe that that's not just an opinion. That is true. You can find the truth in that within yourself and your intuition, your heart. If you really search openly, honestly, without judgment, you'll see. Oh, yeah, we are a spirit living in a material body. And that's a beautiful gift that God gave us. The universe gave us, the source, the angels, the E.T. I don't care what you believe in, because they're all a part of God. They're all a part of this beautiful, fractal existence. But if we don't recognize that beautiful fractal existence, we don't remember it, then we're distracted and lost and confused and angry. All right, thanks for listening. God bless.